A group of Christian right leaders just met in Denver and decided to endorse John McCain for president. They're also pushing McCain to pick the former preacher and conservative Mike Huckabee as his running mate. And there were a number of references at the meeting when they were interviewed, these leaders, that anyone who read their Bible could not vote for Barack Obama. I guess the question would be is, all these people presume to represent Jesus of the Bible and are supposedly scholars of the New Testament. I guess the question is, what does the New Testament say about Jesus and his political stance? A careful reading of the New Testament clearly shows that Jesus was totally anti-political. Jesus saw governments as essentially and inevitably corrupt. During his short stay on earth, his ministry, Jesus continually confronted every known leader. He spoke truth to power always, attacking and undermining the basic philosophy of governments. And governments perceived him that way. They feared Jesus not because they thought that he wanted their thrones or their power, but because he was undermining everything political establishments stand for. Jesus pointed to a new way, and that was nonviolence, helping the oppressed, establishing communities, taking care of people, not compromising on basic principles. Jesus wasn't trying to get an invitation to the White House. Jesus spoke truth to power even when the odds were against it. Even when he was standing before Pilate with his back torn open and bleeding, he told Pilate that you don't have any power unless God gives it to you. What he was saying there is that real power, real authority comes from an eternal spiritual source. Jesus, in my opinion, would not have supported kings or leaders. Who Jesus hung out with, he was homeless, was outcast, the people in society that people thought were sinners. He wouldn't have tried to deny a whole class of people their rights like a lot of people in the Christian right do. He wasn't out to completely obliterate people's freedoms because he thought they might have sinned. Jesus taught a systematic program of anti-politics. In fact, what politician could get elected on the program set forth in Luke 6 and often advocated, that Jesus advocated on the Sermon on the Mount? Just let me read a few things that Jesus told people. Love your foes, help those who hate you, praise those who curse you, pray for those who abuse you. To one who punches you on the cheek, offer the other cheek. Whoever seizes, don't resist. Love your foes and treat them well, and lend without any calculation of return. Be not a judge over them, and you will not be judged. Be no sentencer, and you will not be sentenced. Pardon, and you will be pardoned. In other words, Jesus was the politician's nightmare, and that's why they killed him.